And video of me dancing too. Sure. Because you know that can show me taking me dance. Do you know that?
Yeah. All the rest of all these scraps with this damn bio. I'm happy I got this. I got brushes, I got the bio, and I got some sandpaper.
Wow, it looks good right here.
That's all of this is all sanded, gone away. I'll be able to put some primer coats on it. It's gonna look crazy until it's done because I'm gonna use a whole bunch of different colors until I get to the final coat. Because I'm using all of the paint that I got, and then I'll go on to the bed liner. I'm gonna cover this in bed liner. But anyway, this one I'm talking about right here. See this? All up underneath this is just straight up rust. Oh yeah, you see that big old flake of paint that came off? Look at all that. So this is gonna get all of the chunks off. So I get this down to bare paint, I mean bare metal. Like that. And take this wire stainless steel. Try getting some of that. Come off some more. Loosen that up. Come back. Slow chunks of that paint off. Yeah, so it's gonna take a minute. Wait till you get to the end of the video though. Still working at it. You see this side right here? Still got some rust on it. I ain't touched it yet. But this is what this side's starting to look like. Nice and smooth. A little bit of no paint right here because I had to get all of that rust out of there. But you can see bare metal, nice and clean. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be good. Just wait. I don't know how good I'll be able to get in here with my tools, but I'll be able to sand it, you know. I use the tip right here. I use this tip to like get in that corner and hopefully loosen up some of this. But this right here is covered in like a rubber. So I'll just, this won't be hard to sand. But getting back here is definitely gonna be no big deal though. Get this taken off of it. It's gonna look good. I didn't get that, but this whole piece is taken off. Look at all that. That's how you start it. You clean it all up. Sand it. And wire it down. Tip. Get all this extra paint off. You know? It's gonna look good, I'm telling you. See, that's what this side looks like. And it did look like that. So just trust the process. I still gotta hit this finish. Thank you, Jada. But yeah, all of this. All of it. Definitely gonna have to give it a wipe down, but look at how good that's looking now. All of that rust. Got my little helper over here. Thanks, Jada.
Welcome.
Yeah, this corner's starting to look better. Still pretty, not as pretty as this, but it's getting there. Let's see what Jada's doing. Wow, good job, girlie. You wanna try the stone?
But which one do we use?
Any of these sides, but you can use the tip to try and get all of this paint off.
Oh, yeah, that paint on the side.
Like this. See all that paint coming off?
Yeah.
So that's what it looked like on that side. And now it looks like this. Still not perfect, but we're getting there. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is how it looks at first. I get all this peeling paint that's got rust on me off. Now I'm saying I don't think that these are gonna get as clean as this. It seems that this got a lot more rusted. But as long as it's not peeling and sealed, that should be good after I sand it and bring it down to a lot, take all of this rust off. But it's gonna look more like this side with some blemishes, but that's okay. The bed liner is gonna be all right. It's gonna have a texture on it, so you shouldn't really see all of this anyway.
All of that, all the pin off. Now really taking off a lot of paint. And you're doing that on purpose?
Yeah, we want all of this loose paint off. All of this paint right here.
And this paint?
Yep, we want all of that off. That's why I'm using the corner. Because we're gonna sand it down and make it smooth, and we're gonna paint it like a whole bunch with different colors until we can.
This part
colors. Here, like a green.
Not really coming off.
And the black, and then we have the final coat, which is gonna be the bed liner.
Ready?
Yep, which is gonna be black. Good job, Jay. My good little helper. Yeah, so when I bought the truck, this was already here. I'm no welder, so I'm not gonna do anything with this. It was like plushed out. It was popped out, so I hammered it and made it flat. You look at it from like this, you don't see it from the bottom anyway, because this is literally the bottom of the grill. So it's no big deal. And I will be painting over it. But this is the most rusty side of the whole damn thing. It's just this corner, which is crazy. The bottom is so rusty. That side over there has like no rust on the bottom like this. But this whole corner right here is rusted. This top wasn't that bad, but this bottom is crazy. So I'm gonna get to cracking on this. So I turned it upside down. And this is what the bottom is starting to look like. That was a lot more rust underneath there than I thought. None of this is really coming off. This is like dirt and stuff. But all of this was, it's a lot of paint that I had to end up peeling off. There's still probably more I could. Like I could probably get all of this off. I really want to. But I don't really care. It's gonna have some texture, so you won't necessarily see this. And this is on the bottom anyway. I just want to make sure that none of this paint starts peeling. So got another new helper. That's paint or soap. So I'm about done sanding. There's a couple spots that I want to do, but the main spots that are really bad are done. Like I'm gonna sand off these and get all of this done. But this is like where the bolts sit at.
What are you talking to?
Then I'm also debating on taping this in, like putting some cardboard possibly and painting these, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that yet. This was that one rough spot. It was really bad. Got all of the paint off. All the way, almost the whole spot. That spot is a little bit, I mean, it's got some surface rust, but that's okay. I'm only really worried about the paint that was peeling. All of this is all good. It's all looking all good. This is nice and sanded. This whole front piece is nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Start with my primer coat in a second. Inside my ghetto booth, got a little lamp in here. Just gonna put some primer coats on here, so I'm not really worried. It's gonna be like a dark green for the primer, just kind of different. So I'm gonna paint this, flip it, paint the front side, and then probably have to sand some spots. We'll see after I let it cure. So these are the paints I got. I'm only gonna be using these to cover it, make sure that everything's sealed, and then once everything's coated in a couple coats, probably gonna do like 2 or 3 coats, then I'm gonna go on and finish it off with some of this. Bada boom, bada bing. So I'm gonna do the green first, do a couple coats, then I'll do the black gloss to make sure it's all the way sealed, and then this. Probably overkill. We'll see. So like I said, I already had these paints and that other one, the other black one. So that's why I'm using these as base coats. It's just gonna be covered. Just trust the process. Just trust it. I know it's not the right color right now, but we're getting there. I used damn near a whole can just covering it. So I think this was a good call. Just doing a couple coats as the green. I'm gonna let this dry before I decide to flip it. But yeah. Now we're flipped over. We'll start working on this front side. Yeah, it's gonna look good when it's done. This is like one of the worst spots on the top. Obviously these corners need some work. And then I think this down here was like the worst. So front needs some, the bottom looks better, but clearly needs some more coats. That's why I was saying I wanted to do some base coats and whatever paint I had. And since I already had 2 cans of the green and 1 can of the black, might as well baseline it with these and then finish coat it with the bed truck bed liner, baby boy. So here we go. I'm about to throw a coat on the front. Well, I had to end up busting out this can. Ran out. So still got it. This is the green can. Then I still got 1 more black and then the bed liner. The bed liner can is a lot bigger. And I should have looked at the can or the bag and seen, or the can before I bought it and seen if it's meant for 1 whole bed. But I mean, I think that it'll cover up just this. But I'm gonna mainly try to cover the front with it. So, but go ahead and finish off. Try and do 1 more coat tonight. It's already dark outside, but I got my trusty lamp. Got my little hand lantern I'm using. See how it looks up close and whatnot. But all right. So the whole thing is green for the most part. There's probably some spots that might be missing, but that's all right because I'm gonna do a light sanding after this cures overnight. The back side I'm not really too concerned about. Obviously I want it to be covered on the back, but the front is the side that I want to be the most, looks the best, obviously. So I'm gonna flip it, sand, touch it up on the back side, flip it again, sand on this side, touch it all up. Hopefully by that time I'll be using just a black coat. But usually, because this can is almost gone, but usually like the first coat is always like you paint a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I am going with a different color, but it's a dark green, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna cover pretty easily. Might be some spots that show before I go to this, but I'm pretty sure that both of these will cover this enough. Like I said, I'm gonna be mainly worried about this on the back and then this on the front, but I want the whole thing to be covered in the bed liner. I think I have enough though, so we shall see tomorrow. All right, it's bright and early in the morning. It's about maybe 7 o'clock almost. I don't know where my flashlight, no, there it is. So I let it cure all night. I'm about to flip it and do another coat on the other side. It's dry, like no dew or nothing. It's a little bit of dew on the outside of the inside of my tent. That's okay. We got some sticky noises on the passenger side, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and check it out. Yeah, so we got some marks right here, but that's okay. Definitely right here. I'm gonna have to sand this whole thing down on this side and touch it up. Same with right here, but that's it. That's all I gotta touch. I mean, I'm gonna look at everything else to make sure it's all the way covered, because it's gonna need to be touched up in some spots. But it's literally looking really good. I think I'm gonna start with my black coat next. I don't think I'm gonna touch that other green. I think I'm gonna touch this up, and I'm gonna start doing it on the black. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So you see that right there? Let me see. You see that scratch? So I'm gonna sand that off, and right there. So what happened was I did not let it cure enough before I flipped it last night. You can see the paint down there, but that's fine. I'm not. This is the back side, so I really don't care. This needs. I mean, you can still see it. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't the end of the world. And actually, I left these outside, so they got a little bit of water in them. But it's actually making for perfect because it's getting a little bit of water in there, making it sand it nice and smooth. You can't even see that the blemish was there, so I have to go grab a dry towel and dry it off. We'll go over to this side. I don't know how much you can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there. So watch me just simply bring that down, nice and smooth. This is 100 or 220 grain. I only bought 220, and I have a file, and I also have some wire brushes. So I didn't want to go too crazy with my sanding paper, and I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna sand this down some more. And like I said, I don't care how even it is. I just don't want to really see this blemish underneath. It's not a big deal. I mean, we won't see it. So I'm gonna check the top, make sure that there's no, because there's some paint marks right here. I painted it at night, so I mean, it is what it is. So I'll grab a wet towel, like a damp rag of some sort, and come through here and touch up any spots that need it. There are some spots that definitely are not the best, and the paint could be better. Like I said, it's all gonna be black. It's gonna be covered in bed liner, so you won't really see any of the blemishes, I don't think, as much. So I'm gonna make it look good though. So I'm sanding it in these spots, making sure everything is good. But it's gonna look good when I'm done. Just trust the process. All right, I'm gonna grab a towel and dry this damn thing off. We'll go from there. So if you were doing this professionally, one thing, you probably wouldn't have a spray booth like mine with just tarps and a pop-up. But another thing is, do not use a normal rag. Use a microfiber rag, because this will leave marks. I don't necessarily care. But in the future, if you are watching this video thinking, oh, I really want to paint something, don't use this. This will actually scratch your paint. I don't necessarily care, but like, I'm just trying to let you know what to look out for, what to be careful for. And another thing, you see is green. It was black. I'm doing a base of green, which I know a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, hold on, what happens when you scratch it? You're going to see the green underneath. I don't necessarily care about that, first off. Second off, it's getting covered in bed liner, so I'm really hoping that the bed liner is going to be strong enough to where nothing scratches it as easily, you know? And if it does get scratched, it's going to get scratched. It's my truck. I'm not that bent over it, you know? I love my truck. I want it to look good, but it is a 2005 truck, so it's going to have some blemishes. It's going to be beat up, so. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this black coat on here.
It ain't looking too good. I'm pretty sure that bed line is going to cover the whole front. Hopefully it can cover the back too, and hopefully that's enough. Oh my god, that is not... What color is this? That's white. I thought this was black. Oh god. Okay, I'm done. I'm not fucking with that no more.
All right, so this is where we're at. It's actually looking pretty good. It's gloss black right now. You see that spot right there? So what happened was, I had some cans in the garage. It didn't have lids on them, and I swear they were all black. Came out here, sprayed it, and it was white. Grabbed the other can that was next to it. It was black, tried to spray it, and then it sprayed that, like, nut all over it. So now I gotta wait for this to cure so I can sand that down and hit that spot. The rest of the black paint, oh, actually, I think I threw it all away. I might have to go back over there and fish out one of those black paints to touch that spot up, because I just threw all of the cans away. But I'm a little bit nervous because all I have is just this can left. So hopefully this is enough to cover the front. I'm gonna touch it. All right, so it's pretty cured. This spot still looks crazy, as you can tell, the light on it. But I decided I'm just gonna touch it up with the bed liner. I don't want to sand it down because I don't have any paint. It's gonna be against the grill, so you really won't see this. I also have horns that are going on there, so it's don't take away from that, so it's not a big deal. But all of this is looking good. So I'm not really gonna be stressed about if I can't spray the back, because I think the back looks fine as it is. The only thing is that the bed liner is gonna be stronger against any damage, but I'm gonna let it cure for maybe 20 more, 30 more minutes, and I'll come back and flip it. But this is not tacky at all. It's not tacky. But I don't want to flip it yet. I'm just gonna wait another 20 minutes and let it cure a little bit more. But it's looking really good, really covered on this side. The other side's still green, so I'll be using this next though. Although I let it cure all night, the front side ended up sticking to the wood. So I ended up peeling off some paint, which is not a big deal. You'll see when I flip it right now. I got this tote right here. I'm trying to see if I want to prop it up or not, but what I just realized is if I prop it up or not, it's still going to have blemishes on the back side regardless. So I think when I do end up flipping it and painting it on this side, I might end up just trying to find out a way to stand it on up like this. Because then the only thing that's going to be getting bad is the bottom. So I brought this out. Got a brand new rag. That bad boy on there. Like I said, that's still not even sitting on the damn tote. So I might just set it like this. And then I should be able to get a lot more paint done on it now. I changed my shoes, but I'm gonna move that tote. But this time I'm gonna have it propped up like this. So then the only spots is this bottom spot that's gonna lose some paint possibly, and that bottom corner over there. Obviously on the same on the other side. It's not a big deal. This is what I was talking about. A little bit of blemish right there, but like I did on the other side, I'll get some water, wet this down, and sand this down a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab some other shoes and get painting. All right. Put a little bit of water on my on my sandpaper. I'm gonna sand this spot just until it's smooth. So when you run your finger over it, you don't really feel any of that crap on there. Like I said, this is the front, so you're gonna see this. I don't want to see that. But oops, I put some water on it to so it's not so harsh. Same on this side. This side got a little bit more on it than the other side. That's alright. A little bit of the wood is coming off and sticking to it as well. It's rubbing it off. So it'll be alright though. It's going on an 05 Suburban, so at the end of the day, it's gonna look better than it did. It definitely don't gotta be perfect because it's an old vehicle. I'm not trying to do this to start a business or anything. I just like doing this type of stuff. A long time ago, I used to paint houses, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. One of my passions. It's just a lot of work with not much reward for me. So, like, you put a lot of work into it, and sometimes people just don't appreciate your work as much. So that's wear right there. But let's go ahead and start busting out this spray can. I'm gonna go ahead and move that soap as well. Ooh. Oh, it smells good. It looks like you missed a bar right here, not brown. This color's really good. Leave my sprays out. A lot of coverage. Woo! Right here. Woo! Yeah, I need to rest later. That's fine. Took my mind. Alright, I'm gonna die. Move it like this. I can actually spray the whole thing. Yeah, this game's will be going though. If I had any extra leftover, I'm going to be spraying the plant I have for my corn. That's corn there one out here too. They are around here. It's good. Alright, so I used all of the can. Might be a little bit left in there. Still curing. This looks like it could use a little touch up. So we used the last of the can on that. But that might be the color it looks when it dries. So kind of went heavy on this spot. I'm thinking I should be alright after this. Those spots in the back, actually, I forgot, might need touched up. We'll see. I'm gonna let this cure for a couple hours though. It's looking hella good. Look at that. So I got that right there. Condensation. I think some water ended up dripping on it. I'm not too bugged about it though. It might bug me. A little blemish right there, but that's all right. It looks good. It looks really good. You can't even see the spot that I sanded. I think it was. I can't remember if it was the top or the bottom, but it was like almost the whole piece needed to be sanded away. And then down here, that's where that hole was. That's the only thing you can see. You can't even see all of the missing paint that was out here. You might see that little blemish right there. It's all right though. It's looking good. Another little watermark from the ceiling. Uh-oh. I see some green. I'm glad that can fix that. Well, hopefully that dries up all right. Got down to the last of the can. Started spraying like shit. So hopefully this dries up and it'll look all right. Otherwise, the rest of it looks good. It was just like a little piece of green that I missed underneath there. So I was trying to spray with a tiny little bit of last of the can. Fucking buffed it up. It'll be all right though, to be honest. I think it'll be all right once it dries. It seems that it dries like really even. So I also sprayed the braces. Sprayed my phones. My phone got paint all over the screen. But yeah, let it cure for a couple hours. Come out here and check on it. But I'm completely out of paint, so it's gonna have to be good. All right, so this is what it's looking like. some run spots. I ain't worried about it. Looks good though. We'll see. That spot looks kind of. It's all right. It's all right. We'll see how it looks in the sun when I get it out of here. Got some water drops from up there. So, but it looks good. I'm gonna go put it on my truck right now. Alrighty. Got my jack right here to make sure I got some support. I did not paint these. That's all right. I'm not worried about it. I just really wanted the main bumper guard painted. It's not perfect, so I'll be taking it off next season and doing another coat on it. All right, well, I ended up grabbing some of these clamps I already had because the ones that I painted, this one looks fine because I didn't mess with it. But as soon as I started bending and putting ply to it, it started peeling. Maybe I just didn't let it cure long enough, I'm not sure. But I honestly don't care and I just want it back on there. So I'm happy with it the way it is. I need to adjust this one. It's not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. I just want it covered for the winter because I live in a snowy state. So I'm happy with how it looks. It looks a lot better than it did before. This whole spot was completely rusted. I'm pretty sure it was this spot, and over here it was all bubbly, so I had to paint or sand it all the way. You'll see when you watch the video. Some of this got scraped off. Or no, that was actually a blemish that was already there. But when I was putting this on, that was already there. But you could kind of see right there, it kind of scratched some paint underneath this when I was bending it. Also, these are too long, so I have these folded in the back. But I'm okay with that because it's what I had, so I'm saving money. I'm not wasting any money. Like I said, these still need to be painted, but I didn't have any. I didn't want to take off my whole bumper or my whole grill. So I was just gonna put like a piece of cardboard or some paper underneath it and take this all off and spray them down. But I ended up not having enough paint to do those, and my hook's on the bottom. But I'm okay with that because this ended up turning out really good. Down here had a blemish right here. Right here had the lettering. You can't even see it anymore. It said like Western something on it. You can see my pants mark on it because it still was tiny tacky when I was putting it on. Got some marks on it, but I'm happy with the end result. I think I'm colorblind, but I think you might be able to see the green poking out through here a little bit, maybe right here. But you can't really. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I really like it. Hopefully it's as tough as I want it to be. I'm obviously not gonna be running into anything, but I think it looks really good. All right, that's the finished product for this year. It looks really good to me. I really like it. The roof rack needs to be done. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be done. I just bought it this season, but I kind of want to protect it next season. But I got all of these stickers on the front this year, and I plan on covering it. So I will probably either tape this off or take this off when I paint it. And I want to do the undercarriage before it gets too cold. But it's an 05. I'll show you guys how beautiful it is down here. Absolutely no rust. So I'll give it a nice little, it's dirty, but it's got no rust down here. So I will paint the, let me get zoomed out. Yeah, but there's no rust underneath here, not even my exhaust pipe. No rust on the 05 Suburban. I want to take these rockers off as well and paint those next season. But as far as everything else, I want to paint the frame, cross pipes, everything pretty much underneath here besides the exhaust. But it's super clean down here. So that's why I want to paint down here. It's from Georgia. I live in Michigan. So it needs a little bit of paint. Not too bad. I just put these tires on when I bought the truck. So